Welcome, Capital City Baptist family. Welcome to Capital City Baptist Church. And we just thought we would come here tonight and just kind of give you a little bit of a preview for tomorrow, and just maybe some heads up and some pointers for you as you come to church tomorrow. Now, we have our masks, but since we've been sheltering together, we don't have to wear masks with each other. But when we see you tomorrow, we're going to have our masks on because we love you and we care about your health. So, hey, let's take a tour. You want to take a tour?
Sure.
All right, let's take a tour. So we're going to flip this thing around. All right, so here we go. So as you approach our building, you're going to see that the doors are going to be open for you. You won't have to open the doors for you, so the doors will be propped open. And we're going to ask that if there is a line waiting to get in, if there's thousands of people trying to get into Capital City Baptist Church tomorrow, that is where we'll stand with, and try to keep your social distancing, and might give you a chance even to visit a little bit. We want to encourage you to visit outside, not inside. So as you enter our lobby, you're going to see something different. No, that's not a new yellow floor. We are picking up our new flooring on Monday morning, and we'll start installing it on Monday and Tuesday. Next week it'll be totally different, but just remember, this will be part of the illustration. I'm not going this far for an illustration, but we're going to illustrate this a little bit in our message tomorrow. So you'll see some black lines on the floor. You see those, Trish? Those are about 6 feet apart. And we're just going to ask you as you come in, if we end up having a lot of people, that you just stand and move from one to the other. You're going to see some, I'm not going to spoil it, you can see some nice posters made by some of our family at the church here. Now, you probably won't have to go any further than that door there, because there is no need to go down this way. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, there are no Sunday school classes on site. So no need to go down these hallways unless there's an emergency. So they're clear for you in case there's an emergency. But otherwise, we're not going to go down the hallway. So let's go back to our little tour. So we're going back to the main doors. Now, you'll be greeted by people inside and outside, and you can be greeted by a person here to kind of give you an idea what's going to happen. You're going to see some posters on the doors reminding us about being 6 feet away and recommending masks and other coverings and the do's and the don'ts. So here we go. So as we step into the sanctuary, I'll give you a look at that in just a minute. You're going to find a table with bulletins on it. They're single bulletins, so you can just take a bulletin if you'd like. There's not really anything in the bulletin to tell you what's going on in the morning, so just come and worship. And then next to that, you're going to see some offering envelopes. There are not going to be any in the chairs in front of you. No hymnals, nothing to touch. So we've got them all right here. So you can grab a single one if you have your offering for this morning, or if you'd like to, we've got some prepackaged in baggies for you to take. But once you touch it, you gotta take it, just like the cookie your mom used to tell you. Take that cookie. Then when you get to this point here, Deacon Gary Plett will be standing here, and he's going to ask you a question. He's going to ask you, are you going to observe the Lord's Supper this morning? So I didn't ask Tricia to kind of rehearse that, but she's standing where he would be standing. And if you say yes, and how many is in your family, and you give him the number, what's 1, 2, 3, however many, and he will hand those to you from that basket. We're asking that you don't grab into the basket. He's going to be wearing his PPE, personal protective equipment. He'll be wearing something like that, and he'll have gloves on, and so he'll take these individual cups, and we'll talk about those in just a minute, and he'll hand you however many you ask for your sheltering party. And then this is a caution zone, so watch out. We'll have someone there videotaping. Now, when you look out, you'll see, oh yeah, there's a lot of chairs missing, isn't there? Would you believe there's still a few chairs here? There's over 50 chairs here, believe it or not. So there's a place for you if you come here tomorrow morning. But what's going to happen is one of 3 sets of ushers, we're going to have 3 teams out here, and they're going to see you walk through, and if you have 3 people in your group, they're going to say, hey, I have seats for 3 people over here, and they may be way over there on the far side. Tricia's going to go over there, and they may wave to you and say, hey, hey friend, I've got 3 seats for you over here, or I have 4 seats for you over here. Yeah, she's holding up her number 4. So there's 4 for you right there. And if we have to move some chairs around to make some places for you, we will. But that's kind of how it's going to happen. And so we're just looking forward to just being here with you tomorrow morning and worshiping with you. And you're going to know some different things up there. Yes, you've probably seen that already on the videos. But that is basically what we're looking at here in the sanctuary. I'll give you a view from, you might know some other things different around. So we'll do this, and that's kind of what the view is going to look like from up here. Hi, Tricia. All right. Now, I just want to say a couple more things. So just a couple things just to kind of make you familiar with what's happening tomorrow. Our communion is going to be a little bit different, and you're going to notice a distinct difference in the way we conduct communion. I also did mention to you that at each of the door, you'll see as you exit the door, there's a little box over there, and there's a little box over there next to the door where you may place your offering for the morning. We are not going to pass a plate either for the offering or for communion. So that's something the CDC has asked us not to do, is to minimize touching, especially multiple touching. So for communion, when you have your cup, when we come to the time of communion, I'm going to ask you if you would get your communion cup out, and I will lead us into communion. And no one's going to be walking around passing these out to you. So this is going to be your opportunity to observe communion and remember Jesus Christ's sacrifice for us. Now, what's really important about this is we are still going to have a time of examination. Nothing's going to change biblically as far as communion goes. We are excited to be together, and we have waited to be together so we could observe communion together, and that's the important part of this. And if you're not here with us and you're watching this via a video, I'm sorry. We just wish you could be here with us, and next time you're here, we're observing communion. Will just be a wonderful time of fellowship with you. So I'm going to ask you to take your communion cup, and when I instruct you to, there's one tab that you will pull off the top, and it's a clear tab, and you're going to pull that off first, and that will reveal. I'm going to take this one off. So Gary, when you open the box, there's one missing, but I'm not going to open the cup. So I'll peel back the cellophane, which is a clear tab, and there will be it's a wafer. It's will taste similar to what we've used. It will just look different. It's a little round wafer, and you'll take that out, and we will partake that together. And once we go through our same biblical model we always use for communion, then you can peel back the second tab, which will be remaining. Just be careful you don't spill it, but just take that tab back, and then we'll partake the cup together. And we'll sing a song and rejoice, and then we're going to be dismissed like we normally do with a song. And I'm going to ask that you take your cup with you and deposit it out the doors as we leave. And that's the last thing I'm going to share with you today is we're all going to go out what would be the west doors, one over past the piano, and the second one is past over by my office door. Those are the doors we're going to exit out tomorrow morning. And that's another recommendation by the CDC, is that we enter through one door and exit through the other. And we're just trying to be as conscious about our health and your well-being as much as possible, because we love you. And that's the reason we're observing a lot of these things. So when you see me tomorrow, I'll be smiling. I might be smiling through a face covering. I'll probably wear one while I'm preaching, because to take this on and off might mess up my microphone. So I'm probably just gonna wear it, and you'll be able to hear me. I have tested it with the microphone, and it actually works better with this on. But anyway, we hope and pray that you're with us tomorrow morning. If you are watching this and you weren't here, it's because you had to watch the video. And I'm sorry for that. And I wish we could go live here, but we just can't because of our internet service. So I will be getting that video up as fast as I can after church. So we're going to meet at 10:30 and be done around 11:30. Yes, we're going to get done in an hour. Please use the restroom before you come to church, so that it will not necessitate you going to the restroom during church while you're here. And visit outside, observing social distancing and wearing your protective personal protective equipment. But just gathering together, regathering the scattered. That's what it's all about tomorrow, is regathering the scattered. So we just look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and God bless you, and have a great rest of the evening. Bye-bye.